Why Korean Air's new branding is a complete disaster and why it matters. Korean Air has long been one of the most distinctive and recognizable flag carriers in the world. With its elegant light blue livery and the iconic taegyuk symbol drawn from the South Korean flag, the airline's branding wasn't just beautiful, it told a story. It represented national pride, cultural heritage, and a sense of identity that set it apart from other global carriers. But now, with the unveiling of its new branding, it feels like that identity has been completely erased. And today, we're going to talk about why this rebrand isn't just disappointing, it's a total disaster. Let's start with the logo. The old Korean Air logo was simple, bold, and effective. The stylized taegyuk, the yin-yang-like symbol that represents balance in Korean culture, was a perfect touch, tying the airline directly to its national roots. The font was clean and strong, giving off a sense of tradition and reliability while still feeling modern. In short, it was everything an airline logo should be: memorable, unique, and culturally significant. The new logo, on the other hand, is none of those things. The font has been changed to a more generic corporate typeface that looks like it could belong to any company, a bank, a tech startup, maybe even an insurance firm. And the taegyuk, it's still there, but it's been shrunk down so much that it feels like an afterthought. Instead of being a proud representation of Korean heritage, it's been reduced to a tiny, almost apologetic detail. This isn't modernization, it's a loss of identity. And then there's the livery. Korean Air's previous light blue fuselage was one of the most distinctive paint jobs in the sky. It stood out at every airport, making their planes immediately recognizable even from a distance. That soft, sky-like blue wasn't just pretty, it felt refreshing and unique, giving the airline a calm, sophisticated aesthetic that was loved by aviation fans and passengers alike. But with this rebrand, that iconic livery has been replaced with something far more bland and uninspired. The blue has been toned down, and the design has lost its character. Now, the planes look like they could belong to just about any airline. In fact, some people have even compared the new livery to the kind of generic white and blue schemes often seen on budget carriers. For a national flag carrier, this is an enormous step backward. The backlash has been swift and brutal. Social media is flooded with disappointed fans and passengers who feel like Korean Air has abandoned everything that made its brand special. Comments range from calling the new look soulless and uninspired to pointing out how it feels like the airline is trying too hard to fit into a minimalist trend that doesn't suit it. And they're right, there's nothing wrong with modernizing a brand, but when modernization comes at the expense of identity, you end up with something forgettable. But why does this even matter? After all, a logo and a paint job don't affect the airline's service or safety, right? Well, not exactly. Branding is about more than just looks, it's about storytelling and identity. A strong brand tells passengers what they can expect and what the company stands for. Korean Air's old branding told a story of elegance, cultural pride, and distinctiveness. The new branding tells no story at all. It's a blank slate devoid of personality. When you look at how other airlines have handled rebrands, it becomes clear just how much of a missed opportunity this was. Take Air France, for example. Their modern updates kept their classic red and blue accents while refining their logo and design in a way that felt fresh but still unmistakably French. Lufthansa did something similar, keeping their iconic crane symbol and sleek color palette while giving everything a contemporary polish. These airlines understood that modernization doesn't mean erasing history, it means building on it. But Korean Air didn't take that approach. Instead of evolving their existing identity, they seem to have scrapped it entirely. And for a carrier with as much history and cultural significance as Korean Air, that's a huge mistake. So what happens now? Will Korean Air listen to the backlash and reconsider their choices? Or will they double down on this new look, despite the overwhelming criticism? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, if they want to maintain their status as a leading global airline, they'll need to think long and hard about what their brand really stands for. Because right now, it's saying a whole lot of nothing. What do you think about Korean Air's new branding? Do you think it's a sleek, modern upgrade, or do you agree that it's a total flop? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more takes on the airline industry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.